Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBC International Silver and Commonwealth Lightweight Champion, Sam Noakes.
Noakes is 11-0. Sam Noakes has stopped everybody that he's been.
Is he standing up? And eventually pulled over, but it was him as well.
Oh, that's a great shot by Noakes. Best punch of the fight. Cooper in trouble for the first time, and down he goes.
Emiliano. Now he starts to get to it. And he's down.
There did Noakes, but there's a good right hand. Shouting instructions, but again, making fundamental mistakes again.
Right hand, he stopped it.
Sam Midge Noakes. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBC International Silver and Commonwealth Lightweight Champion, Sam Noakes.
Noakes is 11-0. Noakes has stopped everybody that he's been.
Is he standing up? And eventually pulled over, but it was him as well.
Oh, that's a great shot by Noakes. Best punch of the fight. Cooper in trouble for the first time, and down he goes. Emiliano. Now he starts to get to it. And he's down.
There did Noakes, but there's a good right hand. Shouting his structures, but again, making fundamental mistakes again.
Right hand, he stopped it.
Sam Midge Noakes.
Nah, you're big time, mate. Big Mark Chamberlain fan, me.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBC International Silver and Commonwealth Lightweight Champion, Sam
Noakes is 11-0. Sam Noakes has stopped everybody that he's been.
Is he standing up? And eventually pulled over, but it was him as well.
Oh, that's a great shot by Noakes. Best punch of the fight. Cooper in trouble for the first time, and down he goes. Emiliano. Now he starts to get to it. And he's down. There did Noakes. There's a good right hand. Shouting instructions, but again, making fundamental mistakes.
Right hand, he stopped it.
Sam Midge Noakes.
London, and welcome to the Fight Week press conference ahead of an absolute cracker this Friday night, live on TNT Sports from York Hall. It's a multi-title fight card at British Boxing's spiritual home, and we were there just last week in the lightweight division as Mark Chamberlain had a thrilling fight with Archon Ramblabs and scored a last round knockout, and we're expecting plenty of fireworks this Friday night. Co-main events, again, in the lightweight division. We've got Gavin Gwynne, the British lightweight champion, the man now very much top of his game. He is challenging for the European lightweight championship against an enigma, a 47-year-old but unbeaten Emiliano Marsili. And in co-main event status, we've got the return of Sam Noakes, 100% knockout rate. The WBC International Silver lightweight champion takes on Carlos Perez. And looking around at this top table, there are 4 title fights on this show and some of the best talent in the country and probably some of the best talent in the world. We're going to start with a young man, a teenager, Royston Barney-Smith, in the super featherweight division. Royston, this is actually, it's your last fight as a teenager. You're getting a bit old.
Yeah, for sure, Dev. I'm becoming into a young man now, and it feels good to be getting a bit older, a bit wiser, a bit stronger, and looking to make a statement on Friday night.
You're taking on Marsili Velasco. It's another sort of tough South American kind of guy. These are really learning fights, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure, Dev. Like, I take every fight very serious, but on Friday night it's going to be a demolition job, like everyone wants to see, and I'm going to prove what I'm all about.
Well, he's taken good fighters the distance. Kurt Walker, he took him the distance. You've just said you're going to do a demolition job, so it's on your mind to do better than other guys.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm not here to make up the numbers. I'm here to be number one, and that's what I strive to be, and hopefully I can do that.
You're in that Ben Davison camp as well. A recent addition to that camp is, of course, Anthony Joshua. How's that been?
It's been good, Dev. Seeing him come in the gym, watch the way he trains, and just taking things away from him, like the way he warms up. He takes like 45 minutes every day just to warm up before he even does anything. And just watching the way he goes through the gears, and just picking up a lot of him, and trying to copy him and what he did.
Not going to spar him, are you?
I know he's a bit big for me, but he's about the same sort of size as you.
Thank you, Royston. Just quickly, are we expecting a title fight for you soon? I mean, this will be your 8th fight. It feels like we're moving in the right direction. Have you had a sort of chat with Frank about what's gonna happen here?
Yeah, for sure. In the early part of 2024, that's when I want to start pushing for titles, and hopefully I can make that happen. But on Friday night, I need to get past him first, not leaving no stones unturned, and gonna produce the goods like always.
Okay, thank you, Royston Barney-Smith. We look forward to it. Let's speak to the fighters involved in one of the 4 title fights. We've got a WBO European Super Bantamweight title on the line as Brad Strand, unbeaten Brad Strand, takes on Joshua John from Wales, one of 2 Welshmen on this card. I'm going to start with you, Joshua John. Big chance for yourself on a big platform to win a title. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, it's a massive chance for me. I'm feeling great, confident. I'm really blessed to be here. To be fair, Dev, yeah, I'm just happy overall, and I just can't wait to pull a show on Friday night.
And I've seen some of your interviews after your recent fights, and you were talking about how you are ready for a title now. I think you were talking about maybe even the British title was the one that I saw, but this is it. You can become the WBO European champion, a tremendous ranking belt. It means a lot, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we was on about going down to bantamweight for the British title. That's what, the plan was. But obviously, we had a phone call in for this WBO title. So yeah, we took this fight instead. So yeah, win Friday, and we can look at the British title then, maybe at bantamweight or maybe at super bantam.
I was looking on BoxRec, and Brad Strand is ranked 1 place above you. Is that fair? What do you think?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think it's fair. But after Friday night, it's going to change.
What do you think of Brad Strand?
I don't know much about Brad. Yeah, I don't know much about him at all, to be fair. But that doesn't matter.
Brad, anything you want to tell Joshua John about you? He doesn't seem to know a lot about you. Tell us a little bit about you.
What do you want to know about me, Dev?
I mean, what does Joshua John need to know about Brad Strand? What does he need to be worried about on Friday night?
Just know I'm ready, that's all, really.
I don't need to be worried about anything.
I'm not telling you to worry, am I?
No worrying at all.
Sweet.
Okay, neither fighter is worried about each other, but Brad, I mean, first title fight for you, you've been kind of simmering away. Nick Ball has kind of led the charge from your gym. It's a great time in your gym at the moment, and this is now your chance.
Yeah, Dev, obviously, Nick showed us how it's done in first title fight, and hopefully the first of many for me.
And what do you think of Joshua John here?
Don't even know him, Dev, so can't really give you an opinion on him, even though you want me to.
I would love you to. I thought maybe you'd know something about him, but...
Nah, I don't know much about him, lad, to be honest.
It's a brilliant division. Obviously, Liam Davis is the man. He's the British and the European champion that you're in right now. There's so many others, Dennis McCann and, guys like that. A chance for you to make a statement, though, on Friday.
Yeah, defo. Get a win on Friday and then push on to some big fights in 2024. As you said there's a few big fights at Super Bantam, so I'm looking forward to it.
And Liam Davis in particular is a guy that you've had your eye on for some time. I understand there's a bit of amateur background there.
Yeah, beat him twice in the amateurs, but obviously, to be fair to him, he's flying at the minute in the pros. I'd love that fight, but probably a few fights away from me in it, so just keep winning and I'll get him one day.
Okay, well, you and Joshua John seem very chatty amongst yourselves. Anything you just want to say to him as a final sort of message?
Nah, just see you on Friday, innit?
Joshua, your response?
Yeah, see you Friday, Brad.
There you go, 2 fighters that will see each other most certainly on Friday. WBO European Super Bantamweight Championship on the line. And actually, yes, Gavin Gwynne's just pointed out you will see each other tomorrow at the weigh-in as well. So
see you on Thursday.
Sure there will.
Nice one, Gav.
There will be plenty of chat. Let's keep things moving. There is a wonderful WBC International Featherweight Championship fight here between Raven Chapman and Lucy Sedlackova. Lucy, great to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Let's start with yourself. This is your 18th fight. You're a former youth world champion. You've had some great accomplishments in your career. Tell us how you're feeling about this fight.
Hello. Yes, I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very excited for this fight, and I'm looking forward.
What do you think about Raven Chapman? She's unbeaten so far. She looks pretty good to us. What do you think?
I think she's a very good athlete. She's a good boxer. She's tough. She has good technique. I think will be a great fight.
How will you beat her?
It's secret.
It's a secret.
Yes.
Well, let's bring in Raven Chapman. This is your third defence now of this WBC international title that you have. Tough and game opponent who has a secret on how to beat you. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, obviously, me and Lucy were meant to fight before, so it's nice that we get to put on a show this time. I was looking forward to fighting her before. Unfortunately, she was ill, so I'm glad we've got to do the match. And like you say, Lucy's had good experience. She's been a former youth world champion, so it's another step up for me. And I look forward to Friday, and I'll expect the best version of Lucy on Friday night.
What sort of fight are you actually expecting from her? She's only lost in very good company.
I just expect the best version of Lucy. I'm sure she's going to be game and here to win, here to take the belt home with her. So it's going to be a good fight. We're going to put on a show for the fans, but I'll expect the best of her, and she needs to expect the best of me.
And Lucy, what are your ambitions here? You've been a youth world champion. Is it very much to become a full sort of world champion coming through Raven Chapman on Friday?
Yes, sure.
That's the plan. that is the plan. Raven, you have that WBC title, of course, and we've just seen Sky Nicholson. She's got a belt with the WBC as well. Obviously, you both want Amanda Serrano, but there may well be a scenario where you have to fight each other. Is that something that you're thinking about a little bit?
Yeah, obviously, I know Sky, and we've always sort of known we're on a collision course at some point. And whether that's both of us to get our way to that world title, then so be it. Obviously, if it happens, it happens for that. If it's not for an eliminator, it'll be for the world title, I'm sure.
And how do you see this fight going on Friday?
I see it being an exciting fight. I know Lucy's very game and up for it. But yeah, it's a secret. We're going to put on a show. It's going to be a good fight, and I'm going to come away with that win and take that belt home still.
Thank you very much, Raven. Thank you, Lucy. The secret will be out on Friday. We look forward to it. Let's bring in another teenager, tipped by many. I know you love a press conference, Moses. Tipped by many to be the future of the heavyweight division. And look, so many great fighters, Moses Itauma, so many great fighters have boxed at York Hall. AJ's boxed there, Tyson Fury, Lennox Lewis. And now this is you going to tick that box. Thoughts?
Yeah, literally, like my S&C coach, he always did say that you can't be a British fighter and not fight at the York Hall. So, like you said, it's good to get that ticked off the box.
You were at you were on the Fury and Garner show, the Battle of the Baddest. It was quite the week out there. What did you take from that week?
No, it was good. It was a good experience. Obviously, I did put on a good performance, I do believe. Yeah, it's my first time boxing outside. Not only that, boxing outside outside of Europe. So I guess it was a new experience, and obviously rubbing shoulders with one of the greatest of boxing. So yeah.
Not just rubbing shoulders though, Moses. You actually had a little chat with Mike Tyson, who was giving you advice. You were talking about, like, I think he said to you, there's no such thing as bums and stuff like that. Quite a moment.
Yeah, it was. Listen, like I said, he's one of the greatest to put a pair of gloves on. So it was obviously nice to talk to him. Obviously, get his advice on on my career or whatnot. And yeah, like obviously you have bums in boxing. Like obviously I ain't got to explain myself. Some fights should go in, and obviously it's a one-round knockout job. And I don't think anyone really wants to see that. People obviously come to pay their money to watch big fights, so obviously I want to be the man to put them fights on.
From your career so far, you either knock someone out in the first round or it goes the 6 rounds. What are you expecting on Friday?
I don't really know what I'm expecting. I don't even know who I'm fighting.
Well, let's hope there is some clarity on that very, very shortly. Another thing I just wanted to ask you, you are a right-handed southpaw.
Oh, you told everyone my secret.
No, but you said it in your... No, you said it in the post-fight.
My secrets.
Tell us about that. How did that come about?
I don't know. Being in the amateurs, I feel like a lot of fighters are... obviously, I'm right-handed southpaw. I'm going to tell Royston's secret, he's a right-handed southpaw as well. Obviously, me and Royston were obviously on the England team, obviously boxed in Germany, boxed in Bulgaria, boxed in Romania together. So obviously he can tell you as well that in amateur boxing, a lot of boxers are right-handed southpaws. And when I first walked down the gym at St Mary's, my coach said throw 2 punches on the bags, and the first stance I went into was a southpaw. So obviously that's the stance I've obviously occupied.
Have you got the call yet from Tyson Fury to go and help him for Usyk preparation?
No, I haven't, but obviously I'll be expecting that soon.
Okay, all right, thank you very much, Moses Itauma. Sorry to give away the secret, which you've already said in countless interviews. Well, let's bring in, look, the WBC International Silver Lightweight title was on the line between Sam Noakes defending his crown against Carlos Perez here. And we'll start with Carlos Perez. This is your 29th fight, Carlos. We've got Benny Checker doing some translation here. Tell us how you're feeling about this fight and Sam Noakes here.
Bueno, la verdad que me siento muy fuerte. Hemos hecho 12 semanas de preparación y bueno, vengo increíble.
He says he's very pleased to be here and he has done about 12 weeks of preparation for this fight. He's ready for it.
And what does he think of Sam Noakes? This is a man with a 100% knockout rate, seems to hit very, very hard. What does Carlos Perez think?
Dice que piensa que tiene un récord de 100% de knockout.
Dile que a mí me gustan los retos difíciles y bueno, para mí Sam Noakes es un reto difícil y me encantan esos retos.
He says he likes those challengers, those challenge for him. So it's a challenge, it's a risk but he's taking, but he's looking forward to it.
Does he think he can take the power?
Dice que tú puedes coger el poder.
Dile que para ser el mejor hay que pelear contra los mejores.
He says that to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Okay, well, let's bring in Sam Noakes at this point. Sam, Perez here is game. He's ready to go. I've followed his Instagram, by the way. He's got a picture of your belt with the Big Ben, so he very much wants to come here to London and beat you. Give us your thoughts.
He said everything he said there is respectful, and I'm going to keep it the same. I mean, obviously, I know what I'm up against. He's a tough fight. He's experienced. He's obviously, as he said, 12 weeks of training. Obviously, would have been nice to get it on in September when it was first scheduled. But obviously, that's maybe their little game plan. Have a few more weeks. But listen, I'm looking forward to getting in there, having a good fight, and just keeping it respectful as always there.
He's lost to Corey Gibbs. He's lost to John O'Carroll. Are you looking to do a better job? Is this on your mind?
I always strive for success, Dev. You know me. I always try and do it better than everyone else. But I'm not seeing it as an easy fight at all. I mean, them two names are both good names over this way. So obviously he's a tested fighter, but we'll see Friday.
Do you think this is one of those where it could go into the later rounds where you got to show you can carry that power late?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I reckon it'll be later if it comes. I do, because obviously as he said, he's fit, he's trained. You've been following him. I'm going on his, you're probably liking his photos and all, Dev, and type of geezer he is, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. As we all are. Everyone's up here. We're all ready. We've done all the talking's nearly over, and then we can get to it.
I saw you say something about taking frustration out on your next opponent. It looks
you
like
carry on the way you're going, you'll get there. It'll be taken out on you, mate.
Well, let's hope not, Sam.
You mean his big old pot like that the whole time?
But have you got some frustration to take out on Carlos Perez?
Well, yeah, not solely for him, but obviously it's not been the most exciting year for me. Obviously, I've only had one fight back in April, and then the last one fell through. So, yeah, I'll probably say I got a little bit there, Dev, and probably a little left over for you. You know what I mean?
I'm ready to go anytime.
Ready to go. You jump in after if you like. You've heard him. He said it here first. Now he'll do it for the likes. He'll do it for the likes.
Carlos, tell me, have you seen any flaws in Sam Noakes?
Bueno, hemos visto todos sus combates, ¿no? Y hemos estado analizándolo con el equipo y, bueno, nada más que digo que el fanaticado venga a vernos porque se va a ver una buena pelea.
He has been watching a few fights of him. He says he knows a good fighter, but we are going to have a good performance.
Sam, let me tell you this. Obviously, I'm friends with your mum on Facebook, and she's
You're safe, Dev. Come on, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. He's very good at his job. We love you, Dev. Don't worry about him, mate.
Thank you. The reason I bring that up,
I would never lay a hand on you. This in a friendly way.
Thank you. The reason I bring that up is that she referred to Carlos Perez as a handsome chap. Does that give you an extra edge heading into Friday?
Oh, really? God, he's throwing me under the bus here. That's the return serve there, isn't it? Well, I'll be going now. No, well, you ain't a bad looking geezer, are you? You're all right, mate. But I don't know what you want me to say to that, Dev, to be honest with you.
Give us your fight prediction.
He won't be as good looking afterwards as when he starts.
Me perdí ahí, no sé qué lo escuché.
Very good. Carlos, just to get your final response to that, Sam Noakes says you won't be as good looking on Friday. What's your response to this and what's your fight prediction?
El viernes se te va a perder el buen que luce bien. ¿Qué opina eso?
El viernes voy a lucir todavía mejor.
He says, after the fight, it's going to look even better.
Nice.
Good response. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you, Sam. Let's move on to the vacant EBU European Lightweight Championship. On the line on Friday night, Gavin Gwynne and Emilio Marsili. Now I'm going to start with Emilio Marsili here. Welcome, Emiliano, unbeaten in 43 fights here. What does this fight mean to you?
Una bella palcoscenico, una bella manifestazione di livello, dove sono contento di stare qui, di combattere in questa manifestazione e di fare il mio 6º titolo europeo. Mi sono preparato bene, so che è un match duro perché il mio avversario è giovane, è ottimo. Io sono un po' vecchierello, però è una sfida che ho fatto con me stesso. Prima di ritirarmi volevo fare il mio 6º titolo europeo e riuscire a vincere anche quest'altro titolo europeo e ritirarmi imbattuto.
Okay, well, Emiliano Marsili is indeed speaking in Italian. I'm hoping that there is an Italian speaker around here somewhere who can come and help. There may not be, but I would imagine he predicts that he will be winning this fight. I was hoping to speak to him a little bit more, but let's bring in Gavin Gwynne here. Gavin, you are the British champ.
Yeah.
And now just hours away from challenging for the European title. Life's pretty good.
Yeah, soon to be European champion. That's the title I wanted for a while now. I've been out of the ring for 7 months, so I just can't wait to get back in there Friday night and do a demolition job on him.
And what do you think of him? I mean, he has been around for years, but no one's been able to move him on. What do you think?
Yeah, obviously he's half decent. He's 42-0, 42 fights unbeaten. So he knows the game inside out. But I think Father Time's going to catch up on him on Friday night, because you know what I'm like in the ring. I'm ruthless. I won't let anyone off. So. Come Friday night, we'll have a new European champion come from Britain.
But he's got power in that backhand. That's one thing for sure. I mean, look, the last time he come on these shores, it was against Derry Matthews back in 2012, and he shocked the world then. The power, they say, is the last thing to leave a fighter. You've got to be wary of that.
Oh, 100%. We've prepared all camp with bigger fighters, with welterweights. But power done. My chin have never been questioned. I got a good chin, so. He could hit me all night and I'd stand there laughing and just keep walking at him, throwing punches. That's the way I fight.
Well, nobody's beaten him in 43 fights. There's no blueprint. I
will beat him on Friday night and I'll show you the blueprint.
But why are you so different to all the other fellas that thought they could beat you?
I'm just so confident in myself and my ability. My last couple of performances have been great and I just feel so confident. The last time I was in the York Hall, I beat I'm beating Southpaw. I think who was better fighter than Marsili myself in Luke Willis. His technique was so much better than Marsili's. So that's given me the confidence, and obviously I beat another unbeaten Southpaw in Sean McComb, who I think is better as well. So that's where I get my confidence from.
What sort of fight are you expecting then on Friday?
I'm not expecting an easy fight. It's not going to be an easy fight. I'm just expecting, I reckon, 8-9 rounds, I'll get him out there.
The Murtha Mexican, they're calling you?
Yeah.
Is it going to be that sort of performance?
Yeah, definitely. I go there for the fight. I prepare for war. If he am prepared for war, it's going to be a long all night for him.
This, if you pick up this European belt, it feels like it's a step closer to becoming a world champion. How does that sound?
Yeah, like it's a massive achievement for me. It's the Triple Crown. I'll be the 11th person from Wales to win the Commonwealth, British and the EBU title, and it's a massive step up the ladder for the world title. And yeah, that's all I got to do is win on Friday night, and that's all I'm looking forward to is getting the win on Friday night. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Gavin. Thank you, Emiliano. We're going to get some face-offs down the front here now very, very shortly. But until then, we will see you tomorrow at the weigh-in. Thank you. WBO European Super Bantamweight title on the line. Brad Strand and Joshua John, the unbeaten Brad Strand, 10-0. Really the step up for him at this point in his career. He's been looking for a title shot. Joshua John comes with plenty of ambition, has also been looking for some sort of title himself, and gets his chance live on TNT Sports on Friday night from British Boxing's spiritual home of York Hall. They didn't have an awful lot to say about each other. There is a handshake there at the end as well. One of 4 title fights on Friday night. WBO European Super Bantamweight title on the line. Co-main event status, of course. The return of Gavin Gwynne, the British champion, taking on Emiliano Marsili. And Sam Noakes, the unbeaten Sam Noakes, takes on Carlos Perez. WBC International Featherweight Championship on the line here between Raven Chapman and Lucy Sedlackova. A fight that was scheduled to happen a few months ago. Sedlackova had to pull out, but now they will be getting it on Friday. Very respectful chat at the presser. Both appear to have a secret on how to beat each other. We'll see if the secret is out on Friday night. Raven Chapman, of course, has that title very well ranked with the WBC. The champion Amanda Serrano. Just seen Sky Nicholson put in a great performance as well. That could well be a fight at some point between them two. Here is Sam Noakes, the cheeky chappie. I've got Sean Noakes, his brother, in earshot, who was less favourable about what he said about Sam Noakes here. But a very interesting fight here. Carlos Perez looks game, looks hungry, looks ready to go. And Sam Noakes has gone straight in with a handshake. Both spoke well at the presser. 10 rounds on Friday night. Co-main event status. WBC. International silver lightweight title on the line. Now the other co-main event, again in the lightweight division. This is for the European title. A title that actually Emiliano Marsili there on the right of your screen held 10 years ago. It is remarkable that he is still going, but no one's been able to get him out of the way. Gavin Gwynne, I mean, you can see from the size difference here, that is a 6-foot lightweight, really boiling down from welter. Marsili looks to be the smaller man, but he is an awkward little southpaw with a hell of a backhand and unbeaten in 43 fights. Well, there will be a new European lightweight champion on Friday night. Will it be Gavin Gwynne? Will it be Emiliano Marsili? Let's bring in... Oh, no, we'll get you both in. Get you both in. Let's get you both in.
That's with your mama jokes.
No, but there wasn't a your mama joke. It wasn't. It was just a reference.
No. Come after what I said. That was a return, that was.
Do you reckon?
Been nasty.
It wasn't.
What's changed?
Nothing,
why are you so different?
Nothing.
I'm still the same. You've changed.
No. He was trying to mug me off up there.
I've got a little good food. I know I have. You're lucky, innit?
Okay, well we are live. I am here with Sam Noakes on one side and Sean Noakes on the other side. Gentlemen, enjoy the press conference?
Yeah, it's good, Dev. It's nice to give you a little bit of stick. You are normally the one with the old spoon.
I didn't really enjoy the Yo Mama joke.
No, but there wasn't a Yo Mama joke. It was just a reference because I am friends
You knew
with...
what you were doing.
Listen, I am friends...
You ain't silly because you brought it up about the other one prior to that.
Listen, I'm friends with your mum, Sharon, on Facebook. She
Not
does
for
say...
too much longer.
She's going to unfriend me now.
No, we're going to make her unfriend.
But look, she said he's a handsome chap. Carlos Perez, you've seen him up close now as well, and you said he's not going to be so handsome on Friday night.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. Obviously, after a few punches to the head, no one's as pretty as they walk in there. But, yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. You know what? Normally I can't be bothered to come up and do them, but I'll tell you, I had a good crack. It's nice to see you sweat up there a little bit, wasn't it?
It is a bit twitchy, especially when that fella started speaking Italian.
Oh, mate, look, they can't do that. They can't speak up an Italian speaker with no Italian translator. They can't do that to me. But it looks an interesting fight. You and Gavin Gwynne seem to get on very well, by the way. I was thinking of that as like a future fight. I see you liking each other's stuff on social media. You seem pretty pally.
Yeah, but as I said, like, listen, I haven't got to be, just because me and Gavin might fight in a year or so time, I mean I've got to be nasty to Gavin. He's a good fella.
Yeah,
he lose out on all the crack, and plus he's with me giving you stick.
Yes,
so he's all for that.
Yes,
so
he was.
Go Gav.
Sean, what do you make of this fight for your brother on Friday night?
I think it's a good return fight for him as well, especially for so long out of the ring. Plus, I say his blood dust cobwebs off, so I don't think he's a massive puncher, Perez. So I think he'll have it his own way, and then I believe it gets done 4-6.
I believe that he'll be trickier than we think, just because he's on the back foot. He ain't going to want to engage too much. That's why I'm going to be...
You prepare for the worst, but I don't
prepare for the worst. But the thing is, it's all right sitting here saying, "Oh, I'm going to do it." Then I'm going to knock him right out. But the thing is, he's tricky. He's been in there a few times, and he's tough, and he's fit. Tough and fitness is better than skill. If they're skillful, right, that dies out after the 4 rounds. But if you're tough and fit, that's a hard job.
This is the first fight, I think, Sam, in your career where a lot of people are talking about the next fight. They're talking about other stuff. They're talking about Mark Chamberlain, because Mark Chamberlain was talking about you last week. How are you finding that heading into this, where everyone's talking about the next fella?
Listen, it's not overshadowing it yet, but obviously he's getting you buzzing. But then obviously you're thinking about that, and I think, I can't wait to smash his head in. You know what I mean? But it's obviously I've got a job to do Friday. I said, like, that's it. Any more Mark Chamberlain questions? If you want to ask any questions, ask me on Friday, and then I'll give you exactly what I think. But at the minute, I'm thinking just a Carlos Perez.
Well, I'll ask you one more, just on Mark Chamberlain. just what did you think of his performance last Friday?
I'll tell you Friday.
Okay, good answer. What did you think, Sean?
I think because there's a few gaps in there. I think would if that performance be worth it against my brother? Not a chance. I don't think would he take the shots he took against the fella Friday against Sam? not a chance. So I think if to beat my brother or even get close to beating my brother, I think he's got to show something a lot different than he's shown already.
Cheers, Sean, mate. I still think you're a mug.
Love this, mate. Like brother to me.
As expected, we're going to swap you out for Gavin Gwynne. Good luck to you. 12-0, 12 knockouts. Friday
hopefully,
coming
Dev.
up. Good luck to you, my friend.
Dev's hoping I'll get punched in the head loads now, isn't he?
Nice one.
Mr. Gavin Gwynne.
How's it going?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, all good, but I
Good.
just can't wait till weigh in tomorrow. That's the hard bit, and then the fun bit is Friday night. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you are huge for a lightweight.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
massive. Like, and I'm making it quite comfortable. Like, I was a pound over this morning. Like, so I'm eating and drinking. But I'm super dedicated, and that's what it is. I think I'm over dedicated sometimes. Like, Tony tells me to have days off, and I'm like, oh, I'll go and do a run. But I think that's the way you've got to be, and you've got to live the life as well. Like, and not cut any corners, and that's what I do, and that's how I make the weight. Yeah.
We couldn't understand what Emilio.
No.
I mean, could you understand it?
No, I was gonna try and say something that he said, but I was like, nah.
But you did get to face off with him. You're
Yeah.
so much bigger than him.
Yeah.
What did you think?
But he's always fought people bigger than him, so I don't think that's going to be any difference. But obviously on fight night, I'm going to be a welterweight going back in there, really. So I don't think he's going to put that much back on. He's quite short. I think it will play a difference in the fight as well as when the rounds go a little bit longer. And I've always sparred people bigger than me because it's harder. So he's going to find it 10 times harder on fight night when I'm bulked up.
What did you make of his energy up there?
Yeah, he's just like any other fighter, really. It's just there's no difference, really, is it? Do you know
Nothing
what I mean?
special?
No, nothing special. Like, I have watched him, I've studied him a bit. Obviously, he's no mug. Like, it wouldn't be for the European title if it was a journeyman or whatever. But like, he's unbeaten in 42 fights. He don't know what that feeling like is to lose. I don't want to go back down there. Do you know what I mean? I know I got that in the back of my mind as well. So that's why I put everything into training camps, everything into dieting. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I give it my all, because I don't want to lose. Do you know what I mean?
Home fighter?
Home fighter, yeah, for once.
Must feel good though, right? Like you've come with Queensberry now.
Yeah.
You're on TNT
Yeah.
Sports. Your co-main event on Friday night.
Yeah.
You've got that back in. It feels like a good time to be Gavin Gwynne.
Yeah, it's massive for me, and that's why I got that bit of confidence in myself as well, because I've always gone to the back garden to get these wins, and I've got the wins in the back garden as well. So, yeah, that's what gave me that bit of confidence, and obviously that's all I got to do is win this title and on Friday night, and massive fights lie ahead in next year.
What's the key to you winning it? Is it just your youth and your sort of aggression? Is it you won't be able to last? What do you think?
And not even that. I think I can outbox him. Like, so you might see some boxing from Gavin Gwynne on Friday night, but I don't know how long that'll last, because they'll just let me off the leash and they'll let me at him. But I am going to box. Do you know what I mean? But if I want to put it on the gas, I can put it on the gas for 12 rounds. I know I can do that and throw 300-400 punches around and overwhelm him and get him out of there. But I think I can win both ways. I can win on the back foot. I can win going forward. So wherever I find comfortable, and that's what we're going to go with. We got a couple of different game plans I can go with, and that's what we're going to do come fight night.
Away from yourself,
Yeah.
Sam Noakes, of course, is on the show as well. He's been heavily linked with a fight with Mark Chamberlain, should he come through Carlos Perez. Can you give me your thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, I just said to you and Sam up on there, I think Sam wins that fight. I think Mark takes too many shots, too many clean shots. So I think Sam wins that fight. But it'd be a close fight, and it'd be a good build-up as well. They both punchers. It'd be a massive fight for Britain, innit? So, yeah.
Okay, all right. We are very much looking forward to you on Friday night.
And
We'll
the
see
new.
you- Yeah, come on.
And the new.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. We'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Gavin Gwynne. We're going to bring in Brad Strand here. Does Nick Ball want to come in as well? Come on, Nick. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on. Let's bring in the ERT boys.
Yes, Dave.
How are we, gentlemen?
All good.
Big moment for your man Brad Strand here, Nick.
Alright.
Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, big moment that he's ready for and what he's been waiting for. Now he's got it. so he's going to show what he's about Friday night.
Great time in the gym right now, Brad.
Yeah, the gym is buzzing. Obviously, Nick last week, me tonight, and then the McGrails are fighting in a couple of weeks out in America, so we're flying.
Time to get that first title. Is that sort of?
I've been asking for it for a while, and obviously been a bit of a slow year, but it'd be nice to finish the year on a high with my first title.
What did you make of Joshua John up there? He didn't have a lot to say about you.
Whatever he had, you dragged out of him like
I've tried, mate. I've tried. Nick, you've seen me at these pressers. I've tried everything I can.
Good job, innit?
Yeah. But what did you think? What did you make of him? You faced off with him now as well.
Yeah, there's not much you can take, I don't think, from them face-offs. Like, you're going to be fighting him Friday regardless of what happens there anyway, so... Yeah, don't really know much about him, Dev, so same here as up there. I haven't really got much to tell you.
What would you make of this fight, Nick?
Don't really know much about his opponent. I know a lot about Brad though, and yeah, I know that he's going to make a big statement on Friday, one that he's been waiting to do and show everyone what he's about, and he gets the chance to, and get his first belt.
Is this about the classy boxing on Friday for you?
Yeah, defo, just whatever it takes really. Like, don't know much about his style, and obviously you never know till two fighters meet each other how it's going to go anyway, but like, I'm ready for anything, me, but hopefully, like, you know, I know I'll get the win on Friday, get that out the way, and then hopefully some big fights for me in 2024, you know, just like Liam Davis, Dennis McCann, them names, like, I want them fights, you know what I mean? So this is just a little, just got to get through Friday and then look to 2024 then.
So you're really telling me you studied no tape of Joshua John?
I put it on and I turned it off after about 30 seconds.
This is what you do as well, isn't it? You just stick it on there now.
That's it, innit? That's all we need to do. See a little glimpse or whatever you want to call it, and then see them on the night.
But in the gym, Paul's got you sitting down watching old tape, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
That's just something we have in our training. That's just something we go in every morning and do that. We study the old fighters. Like, obviously, when we're fighting, we've got our opponents, us ourselves. We won't study them, but Paul might, and then he'll work on it with us in the gym. But we just do what we've got to do.
Best version of me is enough in there. I don't need to go and study someone else.
Okay, all right. Prediction?
Just get the win, whatever happens. Yeah.
Before we let you go, Nick, what's happening with you?
Just waiting. Just waiting. Just boxed, haven't I, a week ago? So just waiting on some news now for the next one. Probably next year now. Mandatory now though, so yeah,
it's coming, isn't it?
It's there, innit? Just wait and be ready. Yeah.
The champ.
Okay, lovely speaking to both of you. Thank you very much. We'll fist bump. I'll take the mics. Thank you very much, Brad Strand. Okay, here we go. Royston Barney-Smith. How are we, sir?
All good, Dev. How are you?
I'm okay. So, another chance for you, end of the year, make a bit of a statement. It feels like things are going well for Royston Barney-Smith.
No, everything's going well at the minute. Just ticking all the right boxes, doing all the right things, doing everything what I need to do to catapult me into next year, and hopefully fight for a title in the beginning of 2024. But not looking past the fellow got a fight on Friday night and looking to do a good job and a demolition job on it. Have you moved away from home? Have you moved back home? I was hearing something about this in terms of your camp setup. Tell us. So the thing what I've done now is say if I'm a few weeks away from the fight, I'll travel back home and travel back up. But the last 2 weeks, I like to stay in the camp. I like to stay in the gym, so that's where I've been staying at the minute, and it just helps me focus a little bit more, get locked in, look what I need to do, and it helps with the performance all the way around.
Okay, so what we're expecting a demolition job on Friday. You sound very confident heading into this one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I've done everything I needed to do in the gym. I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm focused on what I need to be doing. I know what I need to do on the night. There won't be no excuses from me. I'm going to do my best like always.
And that camp, that Ben Davison gym is quite something now. Even just like Alois Jr., Lee Wood, guys like that, and of course now Anthony Joshua as well. It must be some buzz in that gym.
Sure, everyone's on a winning streak, everyone's on a high, and I'm looking to maintain that and add fuel to the fire. Just keep getting everyone, like, winners keep on winning. And and it's a bit of competition in the gym. It's like who's dropping off pace, who's getting better, and you're looking around the gym and you're looking to show you're the one, like you're the star in the gym, and it's a good environment to be around.
Have you been given any sort of advice, any tips from AJ?
Yeah, just just saying keep focused, make sure you're doing the right things, don't drop off pace, because if you drop off pace now, it takes too long to get back where you need to be. So just make sure you stay focused, you tick over, and you do all the right things.
Okay, good advice. And how do you see him getting on in his fight, of course, coming up against Otto Wallin?
He's been looking good in the gym, and I feel like he's going to do a good job and get another win underneath his belt, and keep carrying on what he needs to do, and could be a world champion.
Okay, thank you, Royston Barney-Smith. We look forward to your return on Friday. We're going to swap you out here for Joshua John. Sugar Boy Roy. Joshua John, how you feeling? You've just had your press conference. I guess this is probably, so far in your career, the biggest stage you've been on so far. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, of course, yeah.
So how's it feel up there?
It feels good, yeah. I feel confident, yeah. Yeah, it was all new. It was all new to me, yeah. But yeah, I feel good, and I feel like I should be up there, yeah.
He doesn't seem to know a lot about you. You don't seem to know a lot about him, or didn't say much about him as well.
I don't need to know a lot about him at all, you know. I've been in there with the best of the best in the amateurs. You know, I boxed a few good people in the pros as well. I'm not worried about Brad Friday night at all.
What's the key to you winning this fight then?
I'm just going to beat him up for 10 rounds. That's it. Just beat him up.
Have you seen in his fights so far? I guess you must have seen something, right? Or
yeah, I've seen one of his fights. Was it like his 7th fight against that Ali guy, something like that? I don't know his name. But yeah, I watched a little bit of that. But yeah, he's a good boxer. I'm not taking nothing away from Brad. He seems like a nice kid as well. But I'm not here to be nice. You know, I'm here just to win, and that's it.
So you could be walking away with the WBO European title. Gavin Gwynne up there could be walking away with another European title as well.
Us, yeah.
It's Wales in Europe, huh?
Yeah, I know. me and Gavin, you know, both stable mates. If we both of us can pull this off Friday night, it's going to be a big night in London for us Welsh.
So your plan is to beat him up on Friday, just to confirm?
Yeah, going to beat him up for 10 rounds.
Okay, that's the clip that I needed.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Joshua John.
Okay.
Been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. And that concludes our press conference here today. Oh, it is bubbling up so nicely ahead of Friday Night Boxing live on TNT Sports. We're at British Boxing's spiritual home of York Hall, the lightweight co-main events. Gavin Gwynne gets the chance to become the EBU European lightweight champion against the enigma that is Emiliano Marsili. He's 47 years old, but he's unbeaten in 20 years as a pro. It's quite something. We don't really know what to expect. And Sam Noakes, 11-0 with 11 knockouts, is looking to go 12-0 with 12 knockouts against Carlos Perez. So many other great fighters on the show, including Royston Barney-Smith, Moses Itauma, and so many more. We'll see you tomorrow for the weigh-in.